Imagine a war breaks out between India and Pakistan. Jets roar in the skies, tanks roll across the borders, and the world holds its breath. But this time, something different happens. A chilling statement emerges from Bangladesh. A close aide to Nobel laureate Muhammad Yunus says, if India attacks Pakistan, then China and Bangladesh should seize India's northeastern states. Is this just a fantasy? Or a well-calculated geopolitical ambition? Let's unravel the dangerous possibility that could reshape South Asia forever. Part 1. The Seven Sister States. India's northeast is a fragile, complex region. It includes 7 states often referred to as the Seven Sisters: Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura, and Meghalaya. These states are connected to the rest of India by a narrow stretch of land called the Siliguri Corridor, also known as Chicken's Neck, just 22 kilometers wide. If that corridor is blocked or seized, northeast India becomes isolated, vulnerable to foreign invasion or internal unrest. Part 2. China's long-standing interest. China claims Arunachal Pradesh as part of South Tibet, and has repeatedly challenged India's control over it. In the 1962 war, China briefly captured large parts of this region. Since then, China has built roads, bridges, and military bases near the line of actual control, renamed places in Arunachal with Chinese names, engaged in violent clashes with Indian troops, including the deadly Galwan Valley clash in 2020. China has every strategic and political reason to reclaim what it sees as its own. Part 3. Bangladesh's growing frustration with India. Though India helped Bangladesh gain independence in 1971, relations have become tense in recent years. Bangladesh is frustrated over water disputes, like the Teesta River sharing issue, rising anti-Bangladeshi sentiment in India over illegal migration, controversial policies like NRC and CAA that threaten minorities. Meanwhile, China has invested heavily in Bangladesh, building infrastructure and enhancing military cooperation. Some in Bangladesh now see China as a more reliable partner than India. Part 4. A hypothetical war scenario. Let's imagine a scenario. India launches an offensive against Pakistan in the west. India's army, navy, and air force are focused on the western front. Suddenly, from the east, China and Bangladesh launch a coordinated move, seizing border points, cutting off the Siliguri corridor, and marching into the Seven Sisters. India is caught in a two-front war, something its military doctrine fears deeply. Meanwhile, internal insurgencies in northeast India, like ULFA, NSCN, and PLA, rise up and join the chaos. Part 5. Rebel movements in northeast India. These northeastern states have a long history of rebellion and separatism. Many groups, especially in Nagaland, Manipur, and Assam, have demanded independence or autonomy. China has historically supported some of these groups with weapons, training, and safe havens. If these internal elements are activated alongside a foreign attack, India's control over the region could collapse rapidly. Part 6. Strategic importance of Siliguri Corridor. The Siliguri Corridor is India's Achilles heel. It connects the mainland to the northeast, and lies dangerously close to the borders of China, Tibet, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh. In a war, this thin corridor can be cut off by just a few hours of military operation. Once that happens, it would take weeks, or even months, to re-establish access. Part 7. Pakistan's role in the equation. In this entire equation, Pakistan is the trigger. If India attacks Pakistan, it diverts its forces westward. That's when China and Bangladesh could seize the opportunity. Pakistan, already in close military and economic alliance with China, could even coordinate such a scenario, leading to a historic three-front pressure campaign on India. Part 8. Global reactions and risks. If this were to happen, the world would react. The US, Russia, and the UN would be forced to intervene diplomatically or militarily. But if China and Bangladesh justify the move as a defensive reaction to Indian aggression, the narrative becomes blurry. The international community might hesitate, and the conflict might escalate before peace can be restored. Conclusion: a dangerous dream or a real plan? So, is this just a wild fantasy? Or is it a strategic vision quietly forming in the shadows of geopolitics? Bangladesh, China, and even parts of India's northeast are connected by shared interests, frustrations, and unspoken ambitions. And if India ever opens the gates of war with Pakistan, that door might not close the way it did in the past. Final thought, call to action. Do you think India is prepared for a multi-front war? Can China and Bangladesh truly act together against a regional power? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more deep, geopolitical breakdowns.